plans to kick out transgender service members under a new policy. The guidance was made public in a court filing as part of an ongoing lawsuit over a Donald Trump executive order. The memo outlining the policy saying any service member who has a history of or exhibits symptoms of gender dysphoria will be released from service. In 2018, an independent research institute estimated there were 14,000 transgender troops serving. LGBT Cleveland says the announcement and other changes on the federal level have many in the community worried. They held an event tonight to address those challenges many are facing. Jeff Slauson listened in. He's here with more about what was said.
Yeah, essentially what a lot of members of the LGBT community here in the city of Cleveland are saying is that this is a sign of potentially broader issues to come. Now, they've already lost a lot of faith, according to the meeting today, in many services that are ongoing in the city of Cleveland, and these federal issues just expanding on that. So let's outline a couple of things that many members of the Cleveland LGBTQ Center talked about in relation to why they feel that decisions like were just announced today by the federal government could be pointing to broader issues. Let's start with care access here. The state of Ohio has already started to strip certain accesses, and what was discussed today is talking about how the federal government removing a lot of different programs, the federal government deciding to take away trans individuals from the military is going to start to remove care access. So certain people would not be able to go to their work, tell them that they are either gay, straight, bisexual, transgendered, things like that, and be able to get the care that they feel they need. Housing issues. There is a very large portion of those that are gay and transgendered that are living without proper housing, a massive problem that has only expanded in the state of Ohio over the last few years. Abuse and bullying as a result of a lot of issues when it comes to changing of policy that has led to an increase in bullying, and going along with that is obviously discrimination. Now, when speaking today, many members of LGBT Center here in the city of Cleveland said the discrimination is what is becoming even worse, and they have fears surrounding new legislation in the state of Ohio.
And now, as we enter a new legislative session, we have Senate Bill 1, which seeks to ban the teaching of controversial subjects and restrict diversity programs, stifling open discussions on gender and sexual orientation in higher education. But Ohio's legislative session is only just beginning. The passage of state-sanctioned discrimination and inequality may only be accelerated and legitimized by the new administration. But while these challenges are real, they are not insurmountable. We know that resistance is built through community, advocacy, and the tireless work of those fighting for progress.
Yeah, so many feel that when the federal government starts to take away investment into the LGBTQ community, the state is starting to follow, and that lessens the amount of safety that they do have. So what the solution they believe is to go to lawmakers. Many lawmakers were actually at that meeting today to urge for better legislation to help protect this portion of the population. But there still is a growing fear that more restrictions will be placed on individuals that belong to this community, and that'll make it more difficult for them to find the care and access that they need to survive day in and day out.